Hello. Glue. I need glue for this project. I'll be right back.
Hello, Michigan gal. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, Carol. How are you tonight? Diane, how are you doing tonight?
I was just thinking how much I like this cutting table.
It's really nice.
Robert built this.
It's a fun table.
It's like the
First
perfect
time
height.
here. Okay.
Oh, you
Welcome. She's
you came
from
on
Michigan.
You came on a good day because we're doing 2 demos.
Hi, Priscilla. How are you tonight?
I have my. I'm using this like.
Like a pointing stick or something
Levioso.
here. Yeah. Hi, Peggy. How are you tonight? Beverly, welcome. Hi, Louise. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Sandy. Kathy, how are you doing? Another fellow Michigan. You guys are neighbors up there.
Hey.
You know.
Let me turn this around so everybody can see this beauty.
Yep. We're just waiting for people to hop on. We started a little bit early tonight.
Not much.
Couple minutes. So.
Just a couple.
You got some threads?
Packing peanuts.
That's
Like, I'm gonna scratch my nose and I'm like gonna leave some white stuff on my nose. And
Hi, Sharon. How are you? Hopefully everything going well for you. Kathy, hopefully you're feeling better. Peggy said no sound.
Ruh-roh.
Let's see. Oh. The sound should be coming through. Can anyone else hear? Hi, Karen.
Sound
Hi,
check.
Judy. Everybody do a sound check for us on Facebook. And, okay, lots better. Okay, good. All right. Beverly says sounds good. Here, okay. Sharon, lots of sound. Good, good, good. Sounds good on YouTube. Hi, Jerry. How are you tonight?
Welcome.
Good on Facebook. Karen, you didn't watch last week. What are we doing tonight? Hi, Sherry.
2 things. 2 really cool things. Somebody said, what do we do with layer cakes? You asked the right person.
We're going to do a layer cake thing tonight. All right.
We are. Everything I'm doing tonight is from layer cakes. Or 10-inch squares.
Kathy asked if you got her voicemail.
I did.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to reach back out to you about the Go Club. I think you were asking about the previous project.
Okay.
So, I'll call you tomorrow. Announcements. Well, who we are.
Well, who are we, Joan?
Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sewing Machines Express. The websites are quiltershq.com, windmillsewingcenter.com, and qhq2.com for Sewing Machines Express. It's hot in here. Oops.
I think the air conditioner came on there, so.
We were talking about hot flashes in the shop today. I might have jinxed myself. Or it could be the chocolate that I just ate too.
Well, could be.
So, announcements. Thank you to all the people that attended the Brother Luminaire 2 event. It was so much fun. At Windmill, October Kimberbell Group is the Sage Owl Oven Mitt. So cute.
Hi, Julie.
That one is on the website for Windmill Sewing Center. Another one, Kimberbell Candy Cane Lane Pillow Machine Embroidery. That is so cute. They just came in. I think we're still waiting for the embellishment kits though. November 2021, Kimberbell Group is going to do the glitter-nosed reindeer tote. November 20th at Quilters HQ is the Wonky Christmas Tree Table Runner Quilt. I think I showed that to you a couple of weeks ago. Jingle All the Way Shop Hop. That is a Kansas quilt shop hop. There are 10 shops participating. I think there are prizes. There's gift cards and then there's grand prize. Each shop is doing a different quilt. So I'm showing you what we're doing for our shop, Dresden's. And I'm going to show you how to use this ruler. And then, oh, has everybody attended a shop hop? Give us a thumbs up if you have.
I may have been a car hop.
Yeah. Yep. So each
so how
shop
do those
is,
so how those shop hops work? I mean, you go on and you're picking up different blocks from different shops
so
to see what they're.
Each shop has a kit that you can purchase, and then you can make one of the quilts. So every shop will have a pattern. I don't see why everybody wouldn't buy my pattern because I think mine's going to be the best. Just, you know, little false modesty there. But each shop is giving away a $50 gift certificate, and that's going to be the grand prize, $500, $50 from 10 shops. So
cool.
That's going to be a cool prize.
Yeah.
AccuQuilt is next Thursday, not this Thursday, and we're going to be starting number 2.
The virtual shop hops, yeah, there's been a lot of that since the COVID stuff. So
the Cover Pro 3000 Professional?
Oh, yeah. So if any of you are waiting for the Janome Cover Pro 3000P, we do have that in Springfield now. That's one of the new machines. They're really loving it down there, so if that's something that you're looking for, great product. Great product.
Yeah, I would have both, though. I'd have a cover machine and a serger, so that you don't have to read
then,
thread.
Also, as part of those announcements, Stacy is doing we were supposed to have a Kimberbell event, right?
Mm-hmm.
For some of the Janome machine launch. And that kind of didn't work out quite right. So we do have the kits, and Stacy's going to do a customer appreciation Kimberbell event.
Oh, nice.
So we did buy the kits anyway, and the event is a 2-day, I believe, November 2nd and 3rd. I wrote on the sheet there. 2nd and 3rd, and then there'll be another session on the 4th through the 5th of November. That's $150 to sign up. It's 2 days, and they're going to do a little event. Everybody kind of sew along. Hi, Lori. How are you? Hi, Janice.
So is this $11.50?
It's $150. So she's looking at my scribble there.
I don't even see how he could read this. It's like...
Well, you know.
It looks like it says, wow, 2nd, 3rd.
You know.
Uh-huh.
I got mad writing skills. Hi, Debbie. How are you tonight?
It's in Madman.
As a doctor's prescription or something.
So I always thought that the machine companies coordinated their machine names.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Hi, Donna.
And apparently I was wrong. So this is the 770. Is this a plus? It's not. It's just the 770. So somebody else makes a 770, Bernina. So if you call us, or well, you wouldn't have to worry about it so much windmill. If you call here and looking for a 770, you need to let us know which brand. So this is brand new from Elma. Wonderful machine. This is, I don't know the price right off the top of my head, but I think it's just under $4,000. I think. But more information on this later. We'll do another demo on this machine for you. It falls between the 680 Plus and the 780 Plus. So it's somewhere in between those two machines. So I'm sewing on this one tonight. It is a dream to sew on. Super easy. So this is one of those machines that should last you, I don't know, at least until the next really new coolest feature comes out that you don't really need a new machine, but you're going to have one anyway.
Hi, Darlene. Welcome from Maryland.
Which is kind of how I make my decisions.
Had to switch to Facebook. The video started over. Not sure what's going on there.
Okay.
That machine, yeah, it would be close to the 9450 in the Janome category.
It's a little bit down, so there's some differences. So this one does not come standard with a knee press. Does not come standard with the 1/4 inch foot. But these feet, these interchangeable feet, they're not much. They're like $15. So you do get 2 stitch plates with it, like the Janome. The 780 Plus would be comparable to the 9450. And there's features on that machine that this one doesn't have. This one does have the variable zigzag, which I'm kind of not sure why they put that on there if they didn't give you the knee press, because you got to have the knee press to use the variable zigzag.
Hey, Georgia.
So tonight I'm going to be using 2 feet, just the straight foot, and then the 1/4 inch foot. And so the question was asked, what do we do with layer cakes? So I'll start with...
Well, we can't bake them.
But they're so delightful.
Hi, Teresa. How are you tonight? Hi, Pat.
So let's start with this one. So this is a block. We've done it before, but we've got a lot of new people, and this is something I just came up with. There is no pattern for it, but you can go watch this video on how to do this. I know people do it because Jenny Doan does it all the time. So those are the 2 blocks. And this is from the Bella Isle from Minnick & Simpson. It's beautiful. And if I can find the sleeve that had the tag on it, I would tell you how much it's going to cost.
Hi, Dimple.
It is $44.99. And I think we have 2 left. But this is such a beautiful, beautiful layer cake. And so to make these blocks, you need 2 layers.
Out of your layer cake.
Out of your layer cake.
So pick 2.
I like to put lights and darks together. Not really loving the red on red, but you know, once it's sewn together, I'm not going to take it apart because that's just not how I roll.
Well, we'd have to get out the seam ripper.
Those will forever be that color. And so you're going to put them right sides together. This is another tool from Creative Grids. This is the, you know, I don't actually know what they call this. You use it to draw lines down the middle of your block. You need the larger one. They're $15.99, I think. They might be $16.99. And so I had all my tools organized earlier. So I'm just going to place this on here, and I'm going to draw a line down each side.
Seam guide? 15 inch?
Yep, seam guide. And I'm going to draw a line on each side of this ruler. Are you okay?
Yeah, you know, I'm just running into things, you know. That's a little clumsy. Oh, you're not late, Dimple.
So how many thumbs up did we get for the shop hops?
Several people have been to the shop hops.
Okay.
A few virtual ones, so.
Yeah, we used to do the virtual one.
Yeah.
Find
I'll
the
have to
bunny.
come up with some more.
Yep. And so I've got my 2 lines drawn. I'm going to sew down each side of this once I put the right foot on. So I can't use a 1/4 inch foot for this because I'm sewing on a flat surface. So that guard would just get in my way. I do have my straight stitch plate on. That's how easy that is to change your feet.
Yeah, nice.
Oops. My pedal's kind of wonky here. Gotta hold your mouth right too. Okay, here we go.
It is quiet.
I'm not even going to cut. I'm just going to spin this around and sew the opposite way. I was showing this to Sherry. She works here, and she's like, oh, well, you're not sewing around all the edges. And then cutting those.
So the 2 marks you made, you're just sewing.
Just sew it on those 2 lines that I just cut.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to cut this in half. Perfect 1/4 inch seam. You're going to love how easy this goes on. Would you believe there are no piecing half square triangles in this at all? I'm going to press. I know. I was actually going to call myself the lazy sewer, but it wouldn't be wrong. Truly.
Driving a race car.
Yeah. So that one, I'm pressing these towards the dark side with the little multi-function finger presser tool.
Good tool.
It is a good tool. I like this one a lot.
I don't know if we have those back in stock yet.
I don't know. We do sell a lot of them. I still think they should rebrand it though.
As Beverly said, she's all for shortcuts.
All right. So you're going to put these together. You're going to nest these seams. So see how I'm doing?
So they're opposites.
Opposites.
Okay.
Thank you, Robert, for helping me with my words today.
Always willing to lend a hand.
Or verb. Oh, that would be a noun. No, it would be a verb.
I don't know. I was asleep in grammar school there, that class, a couple times.
You know what? I'm just going to hit this with the iron real quick because we want these to be nested really tight.
Hi, Christy. How are you tonight? We're just sewing with layer cakes here.
This is a layer cake episode.
Layer cake episode.
And I can get really creative with layer cakes.
Didn't you do you were working on a layer cake that had like animals on it, like moose and stuff like that? Didn't you start working on a quilt?
Yep. That one is done. It just needs to be quilted.
Yeah.
I know.
You need to throw that on the quilt master and let her roll, right?
Quilting? Okay. And then again, we're going to mark this. And you do not have to be exact with this because we're going to trim this up in a minute.
Can you use just any of the fabric marking pens or tools?
Yep.
Does it really matter?
I'm just using a graphite pencil.
The name of this layer cake is
Dominican Simpson. Got my 2 lines. We're going to sew this again on these 2 lines. And then the fun stuff happens.
It is quiet, isn't it?
It is. Now, it doesn't have to be perfectly on those lines, just kind of straight. So it is important that you sew a straight line. Not as important that we sew right on that line. We're going to cut this in half again. I'm going to go hit this with the iron again.
We do this every Tuesday night for anyone who's new at 6 p.m. Central Time from Overland Park, Kansas, or our store in Springfield, Missouri, or our other store in Overland Park.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a giveaway every night, so there is something free we give away. To win, all you have to do is comment.
Okay. Now we could stop here and piece this, and it would still be beautiful, but
It is pretty.
we still need to go on.
All right, press on.
Press on.
No pun intended.
So you do need, and I highly recommend this ruler. It's an 8.5 inch ruler, and you're going to square this up at 8.5 inches. I love this ruler because one of the things that is unique about this is Alex Anderson put the grid line all the way corner to corner. So a lot of when you have the 1/2 inch, they go from 8 to 8. So with this ruler, you can put this center right on the center of your block. Line up those lines with the seams of your block. I'm going to do that really quick. Or get it at least close. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's why I love these rulers. You can just spin it.
So Darlene got some of the beautiful bubble fabric and the turtles.
Nice.
Love those. Yeah, those are beautiful fabrics. We were having a really hard time last week. We showed some fabrics last week.
And this is just rubbish. Let me just...
That we got in, and we were having a lot of trouble picking our favorites. Sometimes there's just too many to... You just got to get a little bit of everything, right?
Yep.
Add to your fabric stash.
And then we're going to do the same thing to the second block. This looks like a really complicated block, but this makes it super easy. This is my engineering mindset that comes out when I do stuff like this. It's like, okay, this is cool, but how do I make it easier?
Debbie said the rubbish can be used for animal stuffing.
Animal stuffing? If it was a little bit bigger, I would use it to make my serger block. Serger Crazy Quilt block. But it's not quite a 1/2 inch, so you don't have a lot of waste with this. Okay. And now comes the fun. Because we're going to cut it again.
Okay.
I'm going to get my bigger ruler out.
I like those colors going together, that blues and the red.
Yeah.
I mean, they do look really nice.
So you're going to measure 2.5 inches and then cut. Spin this piece, measure 2.5 inches.
Hi, Sandy. How are you tonight?
And cut. Again. You do want to take your time with this because if you mess up and you cut 3 inches, it won't work.
So everything's a 2 inch.
2.5.
Oh, 2.5.
2.5 inches. You could even add some tape to your ruler so that you know your mark. And there's our centerpiece for one block and one side. And then this piece that we cut off, we're going to measure 2.5 inches.
It's just like a magic number.
It is. It's like a magic block, actually.
It's like pie.
I mean, look at this perfect 2.5 inch square. Half square triangle. I'm going to put that up there. Let's set this one aside.
What are some of the other things that people do with layer cakes? Just go ahead and sew those blocks together and just make quilts out of the blocks that you have?
Yeah, we've seen quilts come in like that, but if you can do really cool stuff like this, always take your game up a notch. Go for those compliments. Then, you know, you worked so hard on that. No, I didn't, but I'm not going to tell you that.
So it's forming a T right now.
I'm going to let everybody think I worked really hard on it.
Let's see. Nicole made a chevron quilt with a layer cake.
Okay. So with these, this smaller print in here, I'm going to put these all pointing that way. And then I've got these two pieces left over from that. I'm just going to set those aside. And this second one that we created, we're going to do the exact same thing. 2 pencils there. I know we have at least 2 of these layer cakes left in stock.
John, I can't believe that it's almost like Halloween.
I know. I've been noshing on candy here.
So Darlene was wondering what pattern you were really using.
I made this up. I don't make patterns.
She just
Yep.
came up with something this afternoon she was kind of playing around with. And
No, I actually made this up a long time ago. We've showed it one other time, but it was like almost... Have we really been doing this 2 years?
oh, I think longer than that.
It was a couple of years ago, but doesn't that make a cool block? It's like a monkey wrench with a diamond in the middle.
Hold on, they can't see it.
Oh. You got one job, Robert.
I know. Can't even do that right.
So again, we're just trimming these triangles off here. Are these half square triangles, 2.5 inches. Who's liking this block so far?
Smash up the like button.
Yep. And share. We appreciate that too.
Hi Nancy, how are you? You got a thumbs up. You know what? Let's pick an emoji and throw an emoji out there.
No frowny faces though.
Yeah.
So what I like is how magical it is for creating 2 completely different looking blocks.
Out of the same, where you kind of started in the same spot, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, the rotary cutters are great.
So,
well, thank you, Anne. That's awesome. That's true.
There are the 2 blocks. I won't piece both of them together, but I will piece one of them just so you see it actually pieced out. I gotta switch my foot. It's a little button back here.
Hi, Polly. Oh, thanks, Kathy. That's a nice one.
Okay, so after watching this, who thinks they can make this block? That's a better question.
Everybody can.
Everybody can.
That's the
right.
goal of the show, right?
Right.
Grab some inspiration, fire up your sewing machine, grab a ruler and some fabric.
So I just
who knows
swapped
what
out.
may come out.
I need to find my quilting patchwork. So this machine has a little t-shirt on it. So I clicked on the t-shirt, went to, and it has a menu of things you want to sew, like gathering, curve piecing, quilting, piecing. And so I clicked on piecing and it set my stitch to 1.8 stitches per millimeter, or yeah, 1.8 millimeters per, that'd be centimeter? I mean,
She just wants to get to some sewing.
seriously though, how does that work? Because if they're doing millimeters for the stitch length, is it per inch?
Per centimeter.
See?
Oh, it's late in the day.
It's not just me. Like 1.8 millimeters per inch. But why would you combine metric? Somebody in Europe is like having fits now. Like, why would they do that? I'm so confused.
All right, okay, Ruth says pretty cool. I've never seen think I've seen that emoji before. A little heart with flutteries on there, so much appreciated.
Are y'all noticing that I'm not actually, I keep reaching back there like I'm going to, but I'm not actually raising the presser foot or lowering the presser foot. I'm just kind of like a trained gibbon from sewing on the Juki.
The 2010. Oh, Polly got her fabric today. She got the turtles also.
Oh,
she
nice.
loves the turtles. The turtles work super cool too.
I think we still have a little bit left.
Peggy's gonna make the block.
Cool.
Yeah. What project, is anybody working on a Halloween project? A Halloween quilt or a panel or anything?
I'm not. I'm just working on finishing projects. I'm still working on the quilt sew along that we just did.
You did it again.
I do. I'm just, I'm not kidding. I'm a trained gibbon. I'm gonna iron these real quick. Seams towards the middle on the outside pieces.
Handy dandy iron. Which is now?
And then seams towards the outside with this heavily pieced block.
Debbie's working on the Kimberbell candy corn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Let's piece this in.
Nicole is working on t-shirt quilts. Nancy's working on the blue block. I don't know what the blue block is. Never get a perfect 1/4-inch seam, sadly enough.
Oh, I got a perfect 1/4-inch seam right now.
Ruth is working on some pillows for some people who live in Florida. Oh, Carol's making Christmas gifts. Yeah, I think a lot of people are making Christmas gifts this year.
Yeah.
Lori's working on autumn quilt. These blocks are too small. Somebody's working on the Kimberbell bench pillow.
Nice.
Yeah. Dimple's working on purses and bags.
Nice.
Juki 1541. That's a heavy duty, awesome machine. Beverly's working on some koozies, bowl koozies. Oh, Ruth finished her checkerboard AccuQuilt club.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be cool. Karen is recovering from the 60-hour marathon contest with the Soya brothers.
60-hour marathon?
Ooh.
Like,
Is that to go with the Boston Marathon and Chicago Marathon after that? I heard an interesting fact the other day that somebody ran in the Boston Marathon, ran the marathon of 2-something, 2:30-something, then went and ran the Chicago Marathon, ran 2-something, and then ran another marathon and was also in around that same time frame. What human being can actually do that?
So there it is.
All right, well, let's get a good shot of it here.
Yeah. So I think it's really cool how they kind of make different looking blocks from the same 2 pieces of fabric. It's really stunning. So, our second demo of the evening, or should we talk about color of the month?
Yeah, we probably ought to remember to do that, yeah.
This month's color is 2582. This is a fabulous purple for Halloween. So, I never knew, it wasn't a Halloween color when I was growing up, but it is now.
It's very hot, yeah.
But
used in
I
a lot.
it.
Yeah, it kind of fits too.
Purple and green are such great colors together anyway.
Yeah.
So, 15% off. We do have a thread club. Did you get a box? I thought you would already get a box.
Well, I thought I did, but I think I went to look at the seam guide.
You have one job.
Yeah. Yeah, one job. You can't even do that right.
I love him, folks.
He's supposed to pick up these boxes and bring these boxes.
All right, well, here, let's give you two jobs. You talk about it. Now I'm not going to be able to talk because I'm laughing so
Well,
hard.
you know, that's the comedy part of the show, right?
No, I can't. I'm not going to open it. So the box is $20. Comes with a spool of white in it, and you can take 20% off of the thread that you order to fill up the box. If you want the thread, just let us know whether or not you're going to pick it up or you want us to ship it. We'll get it out to you. Okay. Thank you, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Anytime.
So this is going to be our shop hop pattern because we're using Creative Grids, and we're going to do one a month for Creative Grids. I've already got a couple started here. So we're kind of doing a wonky Dresden here. So Dresdens can be, I think, a little bit boring because you have this great big, you have this great big sunflower in the middle of it, and then you have all of this fabric out here that's just kind of white, and it creates this big space where there is nothing. So, like I always do, I made it better. So I am going to take this size and have them alternated. So this will be kind of like
Hi,
this
Cecilia.
with that. And we have the glue. We'll need glue for this one. Because we're going to make all of these and then we're going to glue them and then do all the applique afterwards. So raise your hand if you've ever done a Dresden. I have. Give us a wave.
Throw us an emoji. Pick an emoji that goes with your Dresden experience.
So this ruler from Creative Grids is normally $33.99. It is 20% off. We do have a ton of these in stock because we will be doing it for the shop hop as well. And then after that, when we do our Creative Grids rulers, they'll be 20% off. So to make this block, I'm just going to borrow one of these. One that I don't like as much.
Beverly said she's made one.
And
Julie.
So we use that for background.
And Judy Brennan.
Judy's made one too.
Yep.
And since this really large print kind of gets lost in our block like that, we're going to just use this. So you need 5 petals to make a Dresden. So this is what I'm going to call it a double Dresden. That's what I'm calling it. Okay. Sure. To make this one, there's no pattern for this either. Again, I just made this up, but Jenny Doan can do it. Then
you just make it up.
Yeah.
So the Creative Grids ruler, somebody was asking what's Creative Grids.
Creative Grids makes
ruler.
Specialty rulers. This is a Creative Grids. This is also a Creative Grids ruler. But they make rulers that do specialty blocks. They make straight rulers too. And it has this kind of grippy, can you hear it?
It has a coating.
Sandpaper dots on it that keeps it from sliding on your fabric.
Do we have a picture of the Dresden? We have one in the office.
There's one hanging in the office, but I mean this one. This is
but
a
I mean a finished kind of one. Hey, I'm just trying to help out.
Okay, so each of these, this is a 6-inch and this is a 4-inch. So that gets your 10 inches. So I'm just going to slice this in half. Not in half. 6 inches and 4 inches. And I know you've heard me say it many times. If if you don't like your fabric, you just haven't cut it small enough, this is one of those. I'm going to start with the skinny end on these to cut these out, and we need 5, so
Peggy made turkeys last year.
Now this is going to be a little bit different size because I cut this at 5.5 instead of 6. I'm confused with my rulers. It's live, folks. Anything can happen. So we're going to come right all the way out to the edge here to get our first petal. And then we're going to rotate the ruler. So when I did these, I did 6 layers at a time. Any more than that, and I start getting nervous about my ruler moving. I love the Dresden. It's such a traditional block. Okay, so there are those pieces. And do the same thing with this one. You're going to come all the way out to the edge. And make sure your ruler's straight. Let's flip it around so that I have a straight edge. Much more.
Yeah.
It'll be close, but we should be able to get 5 out of this. Now when you do your stack, you will be able to, I thought about doing stacks of 5 with the layer cake. That way you have 5 different ones, and that way you can just repeat them and they'll all kind of look similar. I didn't need to turn that, I need to turn the ruler. And 5. Okay, so that's all of those. So to make these points, you actually fold it in half. And I do like to put a little bit of a crease there, and you'll see why in a minute. So let's just piece these, and normally when I'm sewing along I do that with my thumb, and so we're just going to chain piece these. And you're sewing open to closed side. And what I mean is, when we're sewing the open sides towards the closed. This machine has this little feature where the presser foot lifts up just a little bit, and it makes it really easy to get your next piece up under there. And then when you get it right up there next to your needle, it goes down automatically.
It's pretty cool.
It's very cool, I think. Anything that makes our lives easier. And now I'm just piecing the little ones. And this is one of those places you do want to use that really small stitch, or back tack. If you don't use it, these can come open at the bottom. You'll see in a minute. And we have streamers.
That's exactly what they look like, streamers.
Okay. Get my little trash bin. So with this, you're going to cut not into the threads, but you're going to notch off this corner, just like that. Can you see?
Yep.
Just like that. And then you're going to press this seam open with your thumbnail. It doesn't have to be perfect. Press it open. I like these little scissors. These are from Bernina. They have a very sharp point on them. You can use your presser tool and press that point out. So the reason I like the seam, finger pressing that seam in there, and if I didn't do it, I can just do it right there, is I like to line up this seam right here, with this pressed fold that I did. And that makes it easy to know that your point is going to be a 90-degree angle on a 45, but it is actually a 90. It's a square. And so now Robert's going to entertain you while I do these.
Yeah.
It does go pretty quick. So
we do have a giveaway, right?
We do have a giveaway.
What's our giveaway tonight?
Compliments of Moda.
It is the beautiful day.
I don't think that's actually out yet.
Okay. Well, somebody's going to get to see it early then.
Yep. Pinks and grays and greens.
Green, yeah. Grays, dots, leaves. Oh. And the way you win is you just have to comment.
You have to comment. So hopefully you've answered some of the questions that we've been asking. Are you going to decorate the machine?
Yeah, you know, just put it out there. So if you haven't commented, comment and we will pick a winner.
Yep.
Love the pinks and greens.
See, that counts as a comment.
It does. Yeah.
Chloe will work her magic and send us a winner. Okay. I'm going to press these really quick.
What a great name for that, too. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Everybody should have a beautiful day.
Agreed. And you do want to definitely press these, not iron. If you iron, you're going to catch this peak on your block, and you're going to pull it back, and it's not going to be a sharp point on your Dresden. Ask me how I know that.
Hi, Debbie. How are you? Lori Lynn says she loves Dresdens no matter what size.
Yeah, they're fun. I don't remember when I discovered that this was a way, because I love the Dresden too, but I'm not going to applique around that curved piece. It's just not going to happen. I did exactly what I told you not to do, and my little point kind of got wonky. Okay, so let's bring these over to the machine and So when we're sewing these, it's very tempting to just line them up and sew bottom to bottom. If we do that, sometimes they don't always match up quite right. And so when you're sewing these, you're going to line up this portion up here, and you're going to come down a little bit. You're not going to start sewing right off the edge of this. You're going to come into it a little bit, do a back stitch or a couple back stitches, and then sew the rest of it. But you're not actually going to sew over this top edge right here, because those will end up showing on your quilt, those stitches.
The winner is Darlene Queen.
Darlene.
Congratulations. You just had a beautiful day.
Yeah. Who knew, right? Woke up today and you're going to go, hey, I'm going to win some.
I'm going to win a beautiful day. Yeah, so the iron is Laura Star iron. That's the Smart Eye. It's a great iron.
It is great iron. You can press it so that it stays on too. So let me just clip these threads. And it doesn't really matter that they're not completely sewn at the top, because you're going to applique these on afterwards. And these, you know I'm not a fan, but you do have to press these seams open. We have a tool for that.
Multi-finger presser tool.
And this is where it's best. We've been watching this car show with these two crazy English guys. It's like they let these people on the road.
Yeah,
they shouldn't.
There are people out there driving like that.
So again,
stay off the sidewalks.
We're lining up these points. Gonna slide it a little bit past where our needle is gonna come down. Couple back stitches so it doesn't come apart.
I know.
Not
lever
doing
flipper.
anything. Two more.
Beverly's grandson likes that show.
The Grand Tour.
Yeah.
These guys are entertaining for sure. But you never see the wives with them. Probably a reason for that.
Yeah. They're taking the keys away.
Like, I'll take the bus.
Thank you very much.
Arrive alive.
Your Lamborghini falls off into the smashes the grill, the underside of the grill.
I have some floral fabric at home that I don't really like. I'm really liking the way this is turning out with these florals. You know, you have taste. And if you're like me, you bought some fabric long enough ago that your taste has changed.
Look at your stash and say.
And then you're like, well, I could give it to another quilter, but there's not any quilters that you kind of don't like that much. So, I mean, all of my quilting buddies I like them. I wouldn't do that to them. Maybe an elephant gift, but I'm really liking this.
Yeah, Dresden's take a little bit of practice.
They do take a little bit of practice. The tips I've given you today about, one, pressing your seams open, not sewing in this corner, because see, you can see there's a pretty big gap there. See a little gap there? So how they're not sewn all the way up to the front. Okay. Working from the top side, the finished side, towards the bottom. And again, there's an art to this. I haven't mastered it yet, but I'm sure some of us have. And that's ironing this, pressing this without actually like ironing it, because you don't want to drag those points down. But I want all of these seams to be really flat. And there we go. See, doesn't that look pretty?
They do look really pretty though.
Old Dresden. So if you wanted a round Dresden, you would do all four around. We're only going to do just this one. I just wanted to show you the ruler. But the other things, so there's a couple of other things here. Glue. So gluing this down, it just takes just taps of dots around here. Hit it with your hot iron. And then the other thing is that I'm going to do or not do with this. I'm looking for a scrap. That'll work. Not going to work.
That'll work. In a big enough piece.
This will work. So I don't like raw edge applique. You can do it. It'll work fine. For me, I want to do it the easy way. And so I'm going to measure. I'm going to put one of my lines on my ruler on this corner. And then measure to where it needs to be. And
yeah,
then
the acorn glue, or that's the acorn, right?
Yeah, this is the precision piecing.
Yeah.
And so if I use a 2.5 inch square, this is an easier way to do it. Let me pull out another little scrap here. What's this one? And then I'm looking up. I think Chloe posted a thing and she said something like 90% of your crafting time is spent looking for things.
Where'd my tools go?
Where is my ruler? 2.5 inch square, and you're gonna like this. This will make it easy, and this is how we're gonna do it in this one as well. If I were doing all of these, I would cut the whole thing into 2.5 inch squares. So let's just get a little dab of glue on these to hold that in place.
Yeah, Alex Anderson makes some nice rulers.
Yeah, she does. So that's in place. We're going to put this face down on here. And then we're going to sew corner to corner. We're going to swap out our foot first.
Foot change.
Foot change.
Pit stop. Tire change. Chloe said, so true.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to switch our stitches back to just a straight seaming woven. And corner to corner.
Oh, you just put the food under the door.
Food under the door.
Oh, they're talking about the marathon.
Oh.
Karen sewed for 60 hours straight.
That sounds fun.
They were asking her if she actually, I'm not so sure. They're asking her if she actually ate.
I'm going to iron this to make that glue stick. And we still have time to do it. And I like using this. This is actually a pretty cool center for, not that one. This is actually a pretty cool center because if you use different fabrics, you get this really cool diamond center in the middle of your Dresden. So, I have gray thread in here. So all I'm going to do is just straight stitch around this.
You can't go wrong with that iron, that's for sure. It's a good bucket list item.
Holidays are coming.
Yeah, for sure. Buy yourself something nice.
That's so nice for that pivot. It's not perfect, but...
Well, I better get Darlene's beautiful day out of the way there and save that.
You could also use a blanket stitch for this. And that would work just as well.
Let's see what that looks like.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, came out really nice. So that'll be your first block. It folds out to make your centerpiece for the Dresden.
Yep. So we'll show this one again probably a couple times before. Again, the ruler is normally $33.99. It's $27.99 or $27.12 or something like that. The list price will show up on the website. But Dresdens are a lot of fun. Pretty fabric for
They were
it.
saying they like the square center more than the circle center.
Yeah, I do too. I have one in the office that I did a long time ago out of just like scrap fabric that I found. And it has a round center. I like the square a little better. It just adds more interest, especially when you've got this circle in there anyway. The square is just going to add some geometric balance to the quilt. So, and it looks cool. That's all it really matters. It looks cool.
Looks cool. All right.
So that's us for tonight. Any questions about anything that we talked about or demoed or?
Let's see. Anyone got any questions for Joan tonight?
Yep. So you asked, what do you do with layer cakes? Gave you two options. So get sewing, chop chop, or stitch stitch, I think. Okay, well if there's no questions.
Can you give a close up of the block?
Which one? This one? Yeah. So I don't forget.
Just a second there, right there. Good close up of it.
Yeah, and
it's
so
got the,
yeah.
right.
And so on the other side, the opposite corner, you're going to put your bigger one, and then it'll end up, this one's not quite glued, but you're going to end up with this.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just haven't stitched these down. I'm a singular task person. It's like, okay, I got to make all of my Dresdens, and then I got to piece all my Dresden fans, and then I got to glue them all.
Well, thanks to everyone joining the show tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Hope your week goes very, very well.
Yep. Enjoy your week. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you next Tuesday. Good night.
Good night, everyone.